now we do a bit of BMod development. I do have some stuff I want to get done, so this is good. So I'll try to do less waffling with you guys. I always do some level of waffling with you guys, though, when I'm doing this shit. Let me just load it up and see if it should still be in a good state. I should actually check. I should... Hang on, before I check this, I should load the Git and see if anyone's committed anything while I've been streaming, but they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have, or I'll get them. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean? Fetch origin. Let's see. BMod clients. I got so many Gits now. I got Terraria kitchen menu Git. I got so many Gits. No, we're good to go here. Okay, so let me load it up. And I'll briefly show you what we're dealing with here. Boop. Actually, I shouldn't show you everything, I guess, because it's like a spoiler if you're a player. But I'll just do it rather than showing you. Though I will show you some cool new stuff, actually, real quick, because I can't resist. For one, this morning we got the texture models in for the MGs, as in Dyson did that. They look so fucking good. You can actually see them now as like the 50 cal barrels they're meant to be, which is fucking awesome. So that looks really cool. What else? We have wireframes for stuff. We have cool new, like, thicker pylons on the missiles. Stuff like this just gets me going, man. I love it. It's like, no one else cares about this, but I love it. I'm like, oh, look at the thicker pylons on our new S-missile models and stuff like that. So I'm very pleased with that. Other than that, though, I think we're just going to jump straight into, like, editing the stuff I want to do, which is actually a lot of Notepad until I test it in-game. So what we're going to do first is... I guess I'll just show you what it's meant to look like. So I guess you are going to see them. If you don't want spoilers of what the salvage fields are going to look like, if you're going to play BMod, you know, don't look, I guess. I'm going to show you what we're working with here. So, local test up. I need my own music on, because I'm going to tap in and out. And hopefully in the next 2 hours I can actually be very productive and get a lot of this shit done. Because if I get this done, and then I fill out the placeholder IDs and make them real IDs, we can push this to main server finally. And I've been talking about that for weeks now, so it'd be really nice to get it done. Okay. So basically, I think I showed you guys some of this last time. But all I'm doing is, well, what I've already done is made a bunch of, like, asteroid bases and stuff, which are really cool. I didn't show you guys that yet, but they're pretty cool. First of all, though, let me just test this. I've added a bunch of asteroid bases. I think the last time I showed you guys stuff, it was the copper mining clusters. So I've added asteroid bases you can raid now as well. They're pretty fun. I'll just show you how those work. And then other than that, I'm making salvage fields, which is the last thing. We're going to add a lot more stuff to this system, but for now, before I push it out the door, the bare bones I wanted was to have asteroid base raid thing stashes, criminal stashes and asteroid bases, basically. I wanted the copper, like, stuff you can mine, and I wanted to get salvageable ships. And once I finish putting all these salvageable ship point of interests, all these events, then we've got that. Let me check it's still working. Where is this? F3. Up here. Keep your eyes out for a salvageable ship. There it is, right there. You can see it right there, actually. I gotta fix that so it shows up right. I gotta do all the IDs after this, but yeah, I've just gotta get another whole bunch of, like, 11 other variants of this in, and then do their IDs up, and we're good. But basically, oh, I should show you Milo's new asteroid thing, too. But basically, yeah, this is one of the things you can roll from the Cheyenne radar system, is you can get salvage opportunities. This is set to, like, is this to the right amount of health now? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. This is like a very big thing to salvage, but at the back, if you don't want to sit here like a mining beam, if you're just like a normal fighter, you can just be like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and do that for fucking everyone with normal guns. I'll just come and get the goodies at the back. Boom. 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 I'll get the goodies at the back, I'll get some azerites. And copper and stuff, and maybe you'll sit here and you'll mine the fighters that are around it as well. You go, okay, I'll just do this. And I'll get the optronics, which are worth a lot. Keep doing that. Optronics are like the high-tech parts on these things. On these shipwrecks. Wait, that had 30,000? That's too much. Oh, no, it isn't. Never mind. Where's the last wreckage point? There it is. Excuse me. Optronics, and then I'll grab, I think scrap metal's worth the next most. And I'll fill the rest of my hold of copper. And I'll go back. And you'll fly back to planet Denver. And you'll sell all that shit, or you'll sell that shit wherever it's worth the most. I think scrap metal's worth the most to Battleship Rio Grande, but it's pretty good here. Pretty good there. You can sell it pretty good there. The Optronics are worth a lot. I try to balance that with the commodities for this mod so that, like, you don't just roll up to something where it's, like, all copper and you're like, oh, I don't have enough cargo hold for this to be worthwhile. It's like, no, even if you're a fighter, you can fit the Optronics, which are worth the most. You can fit the gems, which are worth the most. And then, you know, if you have a bigger cargo hold, you can fill up on this stuff, which isn't worth as much, but, you know, still, like, 10k there. You can get more somewhere else. Here's, you know, still 13k here, so you got, like, 20, 25k or so between them, or 20k. It's not bad. It's something. And then, you know, you get a lot of the money from this, though, especially. That's a lot of money. That's 133? I think I already had some of these. I think I already had some from my ever testing. I think I should have only got, like, 5, 10, like, this much at most. Does it make every hole basically the same wealth? No, I don't think so. How do you mean? Oh, I guess, like, yeah, in, like, terms of salvaging, kinda yes, kinda no. Like, I might have to bring up the cost of, like, the scrap metal and stuff and bring down the cost of the Optronics a bit to make it a bit more balanced. Like, Optronics might be worth a bit too much. But also, like, I try to consider it in terms of, like, you might be out in ships with very different cargo holds. So you might be out in a ship that has, like, you know, a Rhino that has 500 cargo holds, and now you can get, like, 500 copper, and that's actually worth quite a lot to carry there, or 500 scrap metal, it's worth quite a lot. In that case, I always had too many Optronics. I was only meant to have, like, 40k out of that. I'd done previous testing, I think. So it'd be, like, 48k from the Optronics from that hole there, and then it was, like another 25k from the other stuff like that. But, you know, it's, like, same... I'm sorry, it's on my first draft of, like, the numbers. I'll probably tweak them around a bit, so Optronics is probably worth a little bit less, and the other stuff's worth a little bit more as I go through it. So that works. I'll quickly show you the other thing that works. But we're just going to fill out more salvage POIs like that. The other thing I do want to show you guys quickly, though, is the, like, asteroid base. Here you can see this is how I've been setting up the wrecks. I set them up here before I put them into the thing I'm doing. I want to bomb the asteroid bases with you guys, because it's fun. Where's where I have the... I want the unguided bombs. Yeah, actually get rid of the torpedo. Where is the UGBs? This is the dev station, so like everything's here. There we go. Unguided bombs. Got rocket pods. Fly out with that.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Newark Station. Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
Should be... Oh, I gotta show you the mining too. I'll show you that afterwards. There we go. Up here. Which is the base I want to raid? That one? Let's find out. I think you're gonna do their IDs or like marker boys and stuff. But I've basically made these little asteroid bases that have like automated defenses and stuff, and then like a supply stash in the middle. Hello. Goodbye. And you can like... Oh! Oh shit, I flew in too hard. Drop some bombs there. Oh nice, I was actually pretty good with those Duggan bombs. Bit of ground attack essentially. Something different. PPC it. Missed. Ow. Stay away.
Shield restored.
Nailed that. Yeah. Oh. And you come on in. What's this? Oh, that's still alive. I just blew the turret off it. That's kind of funny. And then, you know, here's a bunch of loot that I just stuck in there, basically, to be like, okay, good job. You know, here's 24 card of mine that you can go sell for like 100k and stuff like that. So I have a few different variants of that. And that's one of the things that can show up for the radar bases now. I'm sorry, the radar events, is you can get these, where it's like, pirates have built criminal stashes on asteroids, and you can blow them up and take their shit. The other thing is, if I get the CSV... Maybe give this more spread to make them a little more threatening. The Zeuses? What do you mean more spread? Oh, like, so you can't bomb them all together as much? Is that what you mean? People generally probably won't take the unguided bombs too often. I did a bit of tweaking of that to how effective the bomb should be there. And I think it's good because the bombs need more reasons to be taken. And I think if you've bothered to take the bombs on your loadout, you deserve to like get to blow those things up. Because they are really shitty weapon platforms as well. Those are like meant to be the worst weapon platform ever. So they're meant to just be like some crappy scrap metal girders and a gun on top. So I'm happy with them being like really easy to kill. I'm fine with that being satisfying. And definitely if you don't have the UGBs, they're quite hard to deal with. Like, dealing with that that was a bomber loadout, like with torpedoes, not torpedoes, I took torpedoes off. That's like a bomber loadout with like long-range PPC for sniping, unguided bombs, basically the perfect everything you could want to take on these turrets. If I try to do that without them, the shots roll in a single line that you dodge make them seem too easy to handle in general. Well, it's kind of the opposite. You might think it's that way, and to an extent, the amount of spread I've given them does give them a little bit more accuracy. But because each individual bullet does not that much, making them spread too much actually lowers their DPS a lot. Now, it's all about effective range, right? I'm staying here on the edge of their effective range. If I try to fly in, take a look how this goes for me. If I try to, like, fight them... You'd be surprised, like, actually how close the margin is on how effective these things are. They just look really ineffective because I've fought them a bunch now and I know where to go to not die, which is stay beyond, like, 2 km. Once you get within their kill range, like, their danger range, you're dead very quickly. And yeah, if you don't have long-range options like the PPC to slowly snipe them, or you don't have unguided bombs specifically, they're a lot harder to deal with. They eat your ass up. Is tomorrow the day I save Earth? It may just be, Slippo. It may just be.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Newark Station. Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
I want to quickly show you Milo's awesome new animation and sound and effect for blowing up rocks now. Check this Minecraft shit out. Oh yeah, we made it. We got dust explosion clouds, and we got little rock particles that come out. We Minecrafting now, baby. We Minecrafting. It's looking good out here. Alright, so now we're gonna do the other one. So this requires me to pull up our favorite friend, Notepad. Hang on a second. Let me get this ready. I have 2 Notepad windows, which are probably gonna break this. Where is solo.json? There it is. Okay. Bring up the Notepad window. We have to do a bunch of copying. So I have to basically, I have set up all of the positions of these wreckages already. I just need to copy the positions I've drafted within the dev system into the plugin. That's all I gotta do here. I think I've already defined all of them down in the list of solars, so I just gotta pull from them. So I started doing that this morning. I've got one in, the one I just showed you in space. I'm gonna do the rest. Bore, miner, okay. Salvage is what I'm looking for. Here's number 1, that's the one we just looked at. It's got the big miner wreck in the middle, it's got a CSV, heavy fighter, it's got a falcon, and it's got the 3 salvage crates at the back. So now I just have to do the variation of that, and then this might be kind of a boring stream, but I'm sorry guys, you know, it is what it is. I've got to put in data entry all the numbers to place the positions and solars and ships wrecks of all the other ones. I'm going to do that like 11 times, so buckle up. This is what we're doing for like an hour. If I do it in an hour, I'll be quite pleased with my progress, actually. Okay, I'm going to actually copy this somewhere else. Which one is it looking at? Perfect. I'm going to put this one on my other monitor. I might lose track of chat a little bit. Where did I put that? Ah, there it is. Okay, let's get this done efficiently and quickly. So I'm working on miner group 2. Over here on my other window you can't see, I've also got to open. Okay, so all I gotta do is just do this a bunch of times. I just gotta go position. Okay, 5. 0. Minus 1.1. Rotation is 132. I should just copy this, it'd be quicker. 132 minus 11.4. 94.7. Oh, and this is what keeps crashing me. I keep leaving these extra decimals in. That's bad. Go do the whole thing. Down here to the first CSV. Yeah, I use the blue dots because I can't remember what I'm working on otherwise. 2537. I could just copy all 6 of these numbers in quicker, except the JSON uses a completely different... Oops, that's not right. Completely different way to do it, unfortunately. I do negative here as well. Fuck, 1 second. I'm gonna look something up. What is 22,000 minus 21793? It's 207, so I need to do minus 207 to put it underneath the initial model. And the back one is 53.4. And each time we do one of these, we can like, or do a few of these, we can log in and basically test them and make sure that they work right. I might actually enter all of them. Well, I'll probably like enter 2 or 3 at a time, and then just in case things crash. And then I'll check, you know, oh, is this one, are these ones working? Make sure they actually look right. 60.9, 122.9. If I just copy things, I shouldn't be able to fuck up too bad. But there would definitely be a way to like automate this, but I don't have it. Relative position 174. Still? Still 174? That's interesting. That's exactly the same of the last one. Did I not move them? It says it's still the exact same position. Okay. Sure. It's 174. It's 0.0. And it's minus 113. Yeah, it's like the exact same position. I guess I just changed the rotation. I was being lazy. Secrets. I'm actually terrible at my job. Boom. And boom. And minus 26.2 rotation. Done. Next one. It's just very manual, as you can see. It's very manual. Is there a list of your XCOM mods anywhere? Particularly the one that enables AI for dropped-in units that were naturally on the mission. That one probably isn't on the recent list. Ask Swift for that one, I think. That's Swift's. Oops, I did it wrong again. Hang on a sec. 22,000 minus 2175 1.8 is 248.2, so you need minus 248.2 and get rid of that extra decimal. 194.5. No, my last time I updated my XCOM mod list was pre-kitchen, I think, unfortunately, so I'm kind of out of luck in being able to hand you something that's just a good list, sorry. Nothing good to go there. The mod list does have, like, the old ones, though, pre-kitchen, so if that's still useful to you, you can check those ones out. You trying to, like, do some of your own shit, Panicus? You trying to, like, drop in your own fucked up aliens? Respect that. We like that around here. Okay, get that in there. I think it'll put in the decimals by itself, so it should be okay. Oops, that's fucking wrong again. They're all below this one. This time, I've got to go 2200 minus 2198.2.6, which gives us 17.4. What was this? This is for the, these for the copper crates, yep. 114. Just as I was telling you to update the mod list when you swapped from Squadrons Unleashed, I bet you were. I think over the course of our relationship together, Jeff, you told me to do many things that would have been good for me to do for everyone else's benefit. And inevitably mine, in having to do less work later to remember what the hell I've changed. So, you're very correct. Panica says, it would make modding way easier not have to wait for a mission that naturally spawns discs. Yeah, hell yeah. Ask Swift. If Swift can't give you the thing straight up, I'll dig into my mods folder and get it. Panica says, this is the same person who did not install the important fix SWFK 6 months ago. Yeah, that's right. That is right. That is dead on right. The fact that I'm alive, guys, is a miracle, okay? That's all. You know what? I show up vaguely on time most days. That's about as good as it gets for me, honestly. I hope it's enough. 106. We're on Borax 6 now. I was gonna say streaming is like one of the most consistent things I've done, because it keeps me honest, because I have to show up. I can't just go like, I'm not gonna stream for like a year. I have to keep doing it. BMod is probably the other thing. Now that I'm back into it again, probably the other most consistent thing that I've done throughout my life. I guess Jamble as well, but you know, in general, like workload wise, I think that's how it goes for me. I very easily like fall off doing things. I just be like, I'm done with that now. I don't feel like it, or I'm busy, I'm too busy, I can't do it anymore. Streaming is great because streaming keeps me doing things. It's one of the only reasons I recommend people to stream. I wouldn't recommend you get into stream to become like rich or something. Definitely don't do that. Don't get into it to be popular. In fact, if you're gonna get into streaming, expect for it to destroy your self-esteem. Really. You're gonna come out either mentally stronger by necessity, or you're gonna fucking get really depressed and hate yourself. Don't get into streaming for that reason. But it is really good for like personal accountability. If you get into the habit, is it's like, no, I gotta stream because, you know, they're expecting me. Jess says, like, 80% of your streams are a whole hour after the listed time on your channel page. Yeah, I should really just update the time to be an hour later, because that's when it started becoming it for me a lot. I was thinking during that period, is like, I should just update this. Because I'm always on then anyway. And if I'm earlier, it's like I'm early now. I'm basically on daylight savings. What should I buy in the Steam sale? There was something cool. It was... Oh, I looked at it the other day. I don't remember, sorry. Oh, Twitch has shadow banned you, Laz? What the fuck? Laz has been talking like this whole time? That's why he couldn't vote. He's been shadow banned? Laz has posted all these messages and he was being ignored. Oh my god, Laz! Fuck. Ban Wings of Lazarus. Unban Wings of Lazarus. Why is Laz shadow banned? Banny says, the accountability would be more menacing if you stream on YouTube because you'd have to make a waiting room for all your streams as a countdown to your live time. Yeah! Yeah, you're right. That's also why I fell off doing YouTube, because YouTube isn't as accountable. It's like you do it when you want to do it more. I make promises and I fail them. With streaming, you have to show up. So you can see that night and day of YouTube and Twitch. YouTube kind of peters out every time for me. Because whenever I get busy, it's the first to go. It's like, well, I don't have time to do YouTube now, fuck. But streaming, it's like, not like this is part of my schedule. I have to do it. And you do it. Laz, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm trying to figure out how to fix that for you. Jeff, do you know anything about shadow banning? We're looking into it. Yeah, we don't really know how that works. Maybe Google how... I have no idea, TBH. It might be a Twitch thing overall, yeah. See if you can post in other channels. If you can post in other channels, then it's an us problem. Otherwise, you gotta... Okay, yeah. Should have had that automatically. Twitch suspects the user's ban evading. Oh, there you go. I don't think Laz is ban evading, but there you go. Oh, and yeah. Here, I'll post those two messages to Laz because those are helpful. Oh yeah, Laz says they're always on VPN. Might be that. Yeah, it might be that. Though you have posted before, so I don't know. It's just like today. Maybe they changed how they're doing it. I don't know. I've got you kind of open in my second window, Laz, so I can see your messages now. I made Laz wait like a whole 8 minutes to be heard. It's fucked up. Fucked up, Eagle. What the fuck? What were we talking about before that? I can't remember. Oh yeah, streaming. Yeah, streaming. It's good for keeping you honest because you've got like a whole parasocial like accountability board. I'm gonna just make sure this works. Test live. Hello, Laz! Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Just one wait to one on this. Wait, no. Yes, keep this group at a spawn rate of 100, but just change the events. Okay, so we're gonna go... Boop. Apparently Sweden is banned. Haha! Yeah, from this fucking channel, yeah, I bet. Fucking Swedish people. No, we didn't do that, I don't think. That'd be so fucked if we did. Okay, so let me just check that this works, right? Do you learn programming on your own? Laz? You talking to Laz? This should be... Here, change it over. Me? I don't know programming. Event 2. Milo built this plugin. I just ran the config of it. Okay, I need to... Oh, I don't need to rebuild because this is all configs. Okay, I just load it up again. That's my new phone going. I want to put that alert thing on it. Oh, the JSON could not be parsed. I fucked it up. Oh, they both couldn't be parsed. Fuck. Okay, I fucked up twice. Hang on. No, don't reload it. No, don't reload it. Hang on. I fucked up something here. There it is. It's... I always do that! I always do the double decimal because I don't notice it. That should work now at least. And then triggers... What did I do here? Did I give you a dentist appointment? No, I didn't. I need to set that. Okay, it still can't process the solar.dll. What the fuck? What have I done? I put it into the thing, I guess, it'll be quicker. But, I mean, it's right here. It shouldn't be hard to see. It should be really easy to see what I did wrong. It's gonna be like... Is it because I don't have the decimals? Does it not, like, auto-add the decimals? Let's find out if that's it. Let's find out if, like, you need the decimals or it gets really mad. Because usually I add the decimals. But I was being a little quicker. Well, being quicker doesn't get you anything quicker, folks. It just gets you fucked up. That's what it fucking does. It fucks you up. Anyway, yeah. See ya, Laz. Thank you. Yeah, that fixed solars. Okay, so yeah. No, wait. No? No, it didn't. Interesting. Weird. Very weird that did not work. Hang on. I'll just run it through the JSON formatter now. I got that plugin that Parker Boy mentioned, but I don't know how to use it, which is kind of funny. So I'll just use JSON lifter, whatever it is, JSON formatter. Excuse me. Validate. Line 682 got number. Okay, 682. It's gonna be, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna go, oh, okay, yeah, no fucking comma. It's always a lack of commas! It is always the commas that get me. Still can't process solo.json. What the fuck? Excuse you. Do it again. 74 as well. It's always commas, because I'm copy-pasting all the time. Yeah, there it is. It's always commas. It's always fucking commas. This is why it's good to do one at a time, I guess. It's just way slower. Yep, that's all loading beautifully now, I think. Hang on. Let me run this again, because I think this broke too. Yeah, I also broke triggers. Is it just the same thing? Like, I fucked up a comma? All I added was this. And the brackets. Is it not like the brackets? I, like, barely added anything here. No, it's still mad. Just do this quickly. Line 451. It's gonna be so simple every time. What's mad about this? Why is it mad about this? Oh! Stupid. I see. Silly! I didn't need to put the event list thing there, that's the header. Okay, now we're good. Now, all we need to do is just go make sure that it worked, and then not make those fucking stupid mistakes. Stupid fucking mistakes, man. While we go to do the other 10 of those. We can make the mistakes, it'll just waste time. So, preferably to not. Nope, it's not working. Sometimes this happens where I just need to restart the server, like I almost started it too quick or something. It's weird, I've had it before. Try it now. Meh. Just not happy. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. This is a weird bug that happens sometimes, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out of it. Close the server again. Go back into the shit. Refresh so that there isn't the server there. Now restart the server, and now it should work. When it's up. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Make sure you sell all your stuff. Okay, cool.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Planet Denver. Docking ring cleared. Good luck out there.
Fuck it. Ah! Oh! Just make sure this is spawning. And then we'll do the next ones. Grid G3 this time. Oh, I got unlawful automated defenses. That's not correct. Hang on. Slow the fuck down. Wait. That is wrong. That is not what you were meant to be doing. Why has that happened? Did I fuck up the spawn weight? Oh yeah, because you got spawn weight there. No, that's... Well, yes, that should be spawn weight 100 as well. But what happened here? That's spawn weight... that's just fucking... Did I actually just roll a 1 out of 100 to roll the 1% chance of something not that? Or, like, did something legitimately fuck up? Because the spawn weight for this family should be the one that's spawning. Just try again. If it happens twice in a row, there's something fucky going on. I might have just got, like, incredibly unlucky there. Like, there is a chance that it could just do that. Or it could be lucky, depending on how you look at that. In debugging, though, 98% are rare, but I guess they do happen. But if it happens twice in a row, probably not a coincidence. Come on, salvage. It was working fine before, so it shouldn't be... There you go. Yeah, I guess I just rolled a 1%. Go us. It's pretty good. G4. Hey, I fucking nailed that pretty good. I put myself right on top of the waypoint. I just knew where to go. Go me. I'm getting good at judging distance. I can't judge distance for shit in real life, but I can judge it in Freelancer, apparently. Hey, big ol' hello, Philip. I seen you before, Philip. What's going on? How you doing? This looks about right. Yeah, it's the variation where the miner's bellied on its side. And you got the fighters, like, hanging about. Okay, you got fighter, fighter out the back. I don't know if I actually put it that close, but whatever. And you got the supplies at the back. Okay, cool. Cool! That's, like, vaguely working. I can actually compare it really easily. I can just go like, okay, this is what it looks like. It's, you got, like, that there. Bum, bum. It's like two really close together here, then one up the back. Like, is that correct? We can find out by going to where I built them. I might have just put the numbers in wrong. Or maybe I actually decided that's how I wanted it. I can't remember. Yeah, they do by further right underneath, and then... Yeah, I guess this is just how I wanted it. There you go. Perfect. Flawless. Now, here's what we're doing next. Is doing the... I'll just show you them all. Easiest way to do it is I'll just show you them all like an elevator. Hang on. I can make this really easy to look at. That's my lineup of all the wrecks down there I've been debugging. Okay, all we're going to do is just go like this. There is the heavy lifter and some salvage. There's variation 2 of the heavy lifter and some salvageable ships. There's a rhino and a fighter. Rhino and another... Oh, rhino and 2 fighters. We're going past there. Rhino and another fighter. And I think we get into like the mule escort. What is that? Like 3 fighters? Oh yeah, we got into the fighters. That was 2 fighters and then 2 mules plus escort. That's what we're going past. Okay, that's all. That's like all of my salvages. So as long as they like, hey, did play the memory game? Do you remember what all of those look like as we flew past them with no zoom in at all? Cool, great. Yeah, that's what we're looking for here. Just more of that. Makes total sense, right? I add so many decimals. Why does it do this? That's gross. Don't do that. That's gross. Don't do that. Just have like 1, please. I don't think I can stop it. I think it's going to keep doing that. But it was working before. It wasn't doing these floating point numbers before. Now it's doing them again. Please stop. They make me sad. Okay, yeah, so just everyone we just like drifted past, you just have to do one of these events. So let's get it on. Let's get it on, it's gonna move on because it's gonna take longer than any of us want it to. So what I need to do, I need to go here, right? Yeah. Scroll up, get another one. Next one. Next one is lifter group, right? Where's my other notepad file? There it is. Yes, now it's lifter Rex. Before it was salvage minor group, now it's salvage lifter group for the heavy lifter, which kind of looks like the Half-Life lifter, which I appreciate about it. Add more positions. That's the name of the game. 7, 0, and 1.7. Oh, I fucked it up again. 163.5. Don't miss the commas this time, Beagly boy. Don't miss the damn commas. Good, next. This is quick if I just get good. 67. It also kind of makes my eyes go kind of blurry though, if that makes sense. 9996, I got another -1. But that's 3.3. I need -3.3. 200.3. You didn't get the pause plugin? I did, but I don't know how to like activate it, actually, Parker. I did, but I was like, fuck, how do I use it? How do I turn it on? But it's like in my plugins, yeah. Press Alt. Okay, then what? It just makes you go up here. What's it doing? 88.4, 40.4, -2.8. VS Code bad syntax is just highlighted automatically. Yeah. I don't really like using VS Code though. Like, it's okay, but it's like a little bit... I can't describe it any better than just saying like it's a little bit too weighty for me. I don't know if this makes sense, but like it's just Notepad Plus is very like lightweight to me. The ergonomics are higher to me. It's like taking the sight off the gun because you like the feel of the iron sights. I don't know. It's how I roll. It's how I roll now, I guess. All I know is that I use what I like to use. I can do no less. This is 23,000. Okay, it's -106.5. That's relative pause. Yeah, your relative pause. Boop. Press Alt plugins. Yeah. Then what's the next part of the puzzle? -270.3. Probably gonna need glasses soon. My eyesight is getting worse. Which makes sense. I like all my life is spent on this screen. I don't want to wear glasses. I don't want that. Oh, the menu isn't in the capture screen. JSON tools pretty print. JSON tools pretty print. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. I guess I don't have it on properly because I don't see it on. Hang on. Plugins admin. Oh, it got turned off. What the fuck? Oh, wait. I actually have to, like, install it. I see. Shit. You'll quit Notepad. Yeah, okay. Wait until I get to the end of this one. Lifter Rex 4. This is the heavy fighter. -223. See, when I do content like this, I get that feeling of like, oh no, like it's boring, I'm being boring, I have to talk to fill the air more. I should really just lean in to like the whole the whole ASMR thing. Oh, I did that wrong. Fuck, I did one wrong. Hang on, I'll complete that very funny joke in a second. Hang on. Fuck, I did that one wrong. Did I do that one wrong? I did that one wrong. Relative position of this one. What? Did I fuck this up? 3.3. Oh, I fucked everything up. I hate everything. I hate everything. Hate everything. 1.7. 163.5. 6.7. 167.2. Okay, number 2 is 67 minus 3.3. 200.3. That's correct. Rotation minus 88.4. 40.4. Minus 2.8. Did I already do the position or something? Or was it already the same as last time? I just didn't move it again, I see. Philip says, I was very hesitant to move from Notepad to to VS Code initially, but after the initial hurdle, it's way better. Yeah, Exodus says, yeah, likewise. I've always liked N++ in the past, but I went to Verse Code. You remind me of the Ninja game. VS Code, mostly for ease of use of GitHub, and I love it now. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, I should, and if I was used to using it, I'd probably like it more. But I'm not at that stage yet, you know? I'm just not there yet in my life. 106.5. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay, I guess I just didn't move it again. I'm confusing myself because it's the same as last time. Anyway, yeah, I just have to lean more into ASMR, I think. Right? I just have to... Rather than... Oh, this is a light fighter, by the way. Rather than trying to be, like... entertaining, I should just be like, okay, they're just here to either because they're interested in the scripting, or... they just want to listen to my voice in the background while they go to sleep. Either of those things is fine. Lifter Rex. Oh, I see. I changed this to be a heavy fighter. Okay. So it's a CSV, a heavy fighter, and a light fighter. I gotta pay attention to that, because I actually changed these up throughout. Lifter Rex. Time for the depot crates. Yes, everybody's favorite. CSV, HF, LF. Wait, I didn't do the... I'm skipping around and I'm fucking up. I didn't do the rotations. 166. Wait a minute, I didn't do any of this shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, I fucked myself up so much. I've gone all over the place. Now I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Sorry, I've really ruined this. Just... fuck, where the fuck am I? I've gotten disoriented as fuck. Go back to number 3. Which is... the heavy fighter. It's ship 3 in the group. And that's correct. That's correct. The rotations are correct. Okay, so onto the 4th ship in the group. I didn't do this one yet. I think I accidentally skipped this one. That's what went wrong. Okay. We're getting it fixed. We're fixing the problem. It's minus 9.5 is the Y. And it's people saying this is the training wheels. I do, yes. Absolutely I do. 166. Minus 58.7. Parker says that green bar on the left shows you what you've changed, by the way. Change lines are yellow. Oh, that's handy. Oh, yeah, I should... it's good. I should use that more. It's one of those things where I just don't... I never thought about it. I probably could have figured that out if I ever looked at that place while I was writing here, but I'm watching what I'm writing. And so if I ever look over there, I'm just probably like, oh, pretty pictures. Oh, and when I save it, everything goes green, and I habitually Control S all the time. So that's another reason I would never notice that until you pointed it out there. Just saying to make it more obvious. That's cool. I might look into them. You know a lot about it. I always appreciate your tips, Parker Boy. I appreciate everyone's tips with Notepad++ and VS Code and Git and stuff. After so many years of mocking everyone for being STEM people in my chat, making fun of engineers, actually, they're the people who are helping me the most now. These are the crates? Yeah, these are the crates. I gotta change the loadout of the crates too. Yeah, that makes sense, Patty. Boop. Rotation 107. I'm gonna add the decimals as well. Don't miss a decimal. I missed a decimal, motherfucker, you dumb fuck. You ruined everything. Okay, 4.2, 30.7, yes, good. Rotate, 107, 53, I gotta read out like a tank commander. 53, 1, 2, 4. Load it, fire, and I gotta change the loadout crate. So this isn't copper crates anymore, this is full of like machinery and stuff, because it's a lifter ship wreckage. So we gotta change that up. Pokeboy says, I'm just like 10 years into that stupid editor, and hell, if I'm going to spend all that time customizing VS Code until I like it, that's a really good idea. I could probably do the same myself. To like it even more, like make it more like exactly what I want. Which one are we on? Oh, because there's one less crate, so we're going to get rid of this one. It's just 2 crates for the lifters, that's why I got confused for a second there. One moment, gotta get the correct position. Minus 28.7. Minus 2.6. 100 degrees. Load Sabo. There you go. Rotations. Buzzinga. That should be working. I don't need to go find it, but I should at least see if it loads, I guess, is what I should do. So let me just open up my server, which you guys can't see, but yes, it's not erroring. That's great. On to the next one, and then hopefully we can like test all these in a batch after. Oh man, it broke all my fucking shit. I hate when it does that. We're doing the floating points again. Wait, also the positions are... No, it moved. It moved the thing, I see. It reorganized where they go. I think it put lifter above. Yeah, okay. That always throws me for a loop. But it wants to alphabetize, of course it does. Next, do the other variation. Lifters variation 2. That's the JSON spec, yeah. JSON do be loving that. Yeah. Mary says, yeah. Relative position on the X is 6.9. Nice. It's the sex number. 1.7, which it already is. Yeah, I got used to like editing INIs and then coming to JSON with FL hook. It doesn't let me have any fun, and I hate it. JSON is like very particular. Like you'll like load up INIs in Freelancer that like are kind of like a little bit fucked up. Like someone's got like a wrong thing and just runs. There's a joke that one of the biggest mods for Freelancer, the Discovery mod, has had like a weird F typo in one of its INIs for like 10 years and it never gets fixed. And it's the most popular mod for Freelancer still. Doesn't matter. And then you come to like JSON, it's like you like miss one comma, and it's like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Who the fuck's house do you think this is? This is JSON's house. Who the fuck do you think you are? Missing a comma. Oh, you want that to go there? Bitch, I'm gonna alphabetize that. Oh, you wanna put a comment in? Suck my dick. That's what the FL hook JSONs are like. Actually, go to hell and fuck yourself, is what the FL hook JSONs say to me. I go, wow, man, I'm just like, I'm a little bean. I don't know, I'm just gonna go to the website. It tells me what I did wrong. It's like going to the therapist. Have you considered you upset the JSON file because you missed this comma? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, yeah, that explains a lot, actually. Yeah, thank you, therapist. Thank you, JSON therapist. Banny says, the thing with JSON is they're good for internet communication because you can compress it to be a single line. That's what that JSON format is for. Oh, and that's why it's going to be so particular. That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I get it now. That's why it's going to be so particular. It's kind of cool, actually, honestly. Knowing that that's like why it's so finicky. It's actually just kind of sick. Oh, speaking of shit, I forgot to make these lifters. Whoopsie. Speaking of changing the loadouts out, that's going to be another fucking mining group. Just fix that quietly. I didn't forget that. I don't know what you're talking about. Make sure to check every line, Biggs. 40.6. Okay, that's all good. Let's go down to O2B. 79. Yep, I got the negative correct. 174.3. It is rotation time. Wondrous Fruit says, hey, that reminds me of OG XCOM Extended Modding, where getting the white space wrong for any line will error out. Nice. Yeah, there's like different like margins for error. Like some of them are just like, oh, that's fine, buddy. Like I know what you meant. And some of them are just like, go to hell. Oh, like you used a capital there where it was meant to be lowercase? Eat shit. The entire game is going to catch on fire. Okay, this is a CSV, yes. That's just one of the fun things to learn about, isn't it, as you get into this kind of shit. I haven't learned how to do, like, any one thing of these correctly. I've just, like, as a modder and a streamer, I just learned how to, like, use a bunch of different shit. Like, jack of all trades, not very good at any of it. But that's kind of fun, you know? I get to know, like, a lot about, or a little about a lot. Like, I know a little bit about Armor SQF and stuff, I know a little about JSONs, INIs for different games. You kind of, like, learn a wide, or I've kind of learned, like, a wide bunch of, like, vague, journeyman, basic, entry-level knowledge about a lot of different technical systems and game engines. But not enough that I could, like, get a job, I think, like, you know, being an engineer for any of them. Which I wouldn't want to do anyway, because I'm not really, like, super into the tech side of it. Well, it's kind of interesting to me, to be honest, actually. I'm getting more into it, I guess. I mainly want the results, but I guess it's kind of like before I played Tarkov, I was like, who the fuck wants to play, like, gun Tetris? And I started, like, organizing my stash. I'm like, damn, this feels good. Like, this is what Mary Kondo was talking about. I get it. I get it now. Like, if the FN foul doesn't spark joy, just sell it to Mechanic. I finally get it. I uncluttered my Tarkov stash before I uncluttered my real-life house. So I get that shit. This is a VHF, by the way. Parker says that's fun, but it pays poorly. But yes, I mean, maybe that's what's happening to me with, like, this kind of technical stuff. Like I said that like it was so natural to me to be like, oh, I don't actually care about the technical side, I just want the mod to work, right? I just want the mod to do the gameplay I want. But as I was saying it, I had no bite in my voice, I noticed. I was like, huh. Actually, maybe I do, like, enjoy the technical side of it a little bit more now. I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, slowly getting there. That's kind of weird to think about. I haven't thought about that until right this moment. Maybe I'm slowly just getting acclimated to being in these files more and passively, like fucking secondhand smoking. I've been, like, watching Milo code plugins a little bit now, and it's like, oh, I'm getting used to it. It's like feels like home to me now. It, like, kind of makes sense. That's weird. That's weird. I'm not the tech guy. That's so weird to consider. That I, like, feel more at home with this shit now than I used to anyway. Here we go. Relative position here. Which rec is this meant to be? I've lost track. It's the crates. It's the crates. Okay, thank goodness. Context clues. Minus 2.5. Minus 6. We'll do just a run of all of them and we'll check them all after this. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Mr. Comma! What? See, now I've got, like... I'm learning. I've got, like, an alarm in the back of my head that's like, bitch, you missed a comma. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just like, I know I missed a fucking comma. I can feel it in my fingertips. I fucked that one up. I can feel it. Wasn't a clean draw. That's bad. I can tell. Whoop. Don't worry. I'm deleting the ASMR voice sounding content because I've just got a new bit now, apparently, where I just, like... I'm going slightly deranged while I code things. Well, I config things, not code. How dare... It's stolen valor. How dare I say I'm coding right now, sorry. While I fill out a config that was gifted to me because of Milo's blood, sweat, and tears coding something. Get it right, Beagle. Put some respect on Milo's name. Don't you steal his valor. Whoop, that was too far. 20.6. It's harder for me to goblin hunch now. I used to have this, like, well, I still do, but, like, I used to more easily have really fucked up posture. Like, where I, like, curve forward in my chair. It's uncomfortable now because I've put on 20 kilos and I have, like, a little bit of a spare tire gut. And I bend over now and I'm like, this is uncomfortable. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Because, like, I have actual, like, a tiny little fat roll that's, like, getting squished into it and bent over. And it's like, I can't bend like that anymore. I've lost range of motion. It sucks. Sucks, man. What the hell? What is this thing? I've never had to experience this. What is this thing where I missed a comma? What is this thing where my body has changed and it has impacts on how I live my life? This is weird. Spyglass says, what does AMS SMR even stand for? I feel like it's going to be something weird. Audio, sensory... I don't know, I guess the first two. Look it up. What does it mean, actually? Tell me what it means. Let's load the server, see if I didn't make an error. Yes! 2 for 2. It did not error out, so it should be happy again. Okay, so that should be both of the heavy lifter variations. Was it meant to be 2 CSVs and a VHF? Yes. Audio sensory meridian response is what Philip says. There you go. My channel is like anti-ASMR. I make fucked up noises, and people don't like them. Okay, next up is Rhino pairs. Now this is going to start getting quicker actually. I was going to be like, oh, this will take forever. But this is going to get a bit quicker because we're going from having 7 or 6 per one to having like 2 or 3. Because that we've moved away from the big ones that are like fields of a bunch of shit with supply crates. So that's good. Now we can just go grabby. There's no audio, it's autonomous. Interesting. So it's like a really scientific term, autonomous sensory meridian response. So that's like our response to like it feeling good. It's like the technical name for like why we like it then. BM form salvage. Rhino group. It's that weird tingly feeling you get from certain sounds. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking about some right now and I'm going, wah. Yeah, I like it. 1.7. So I'm trying to put my voice lower so I can hit that tingling sound for someone who's watching in case they don't enjoy the actual content of what's on screen. Breath in the back of your neck, etc. Yeah. It's a good feeling. Banny says, because you keep missing commas, it made me go and add the ability for T-Shot Console to tell you the JSON error if you have invalid syntax in TRI Kitchen. That's nice of you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm incompetent to the level that has had you put that in, but I appreciate it. That's really nice of you. Yeah, bless, that's really nice of you. As a fucking programmer who cares about the client, I appreciate that a lot, thank you so much. Pokeboy said bless, and sorry, Alisarl. Is that weird tingling feeling is usually called frisson, I think. Frisson, really? That's an interesting term. Like fission? Training wheels on, yeah. Bounty's putting the training wheels on my config bicycle. How much more can you fucking ask for? It's very nice. We need Solar Arch name, BM salvage, right, LIFR01, there we go. That's the Rhino. Rhino Rex2 here. Is going to be this. I think I made them the same between. And the rest just isn't. So we get rid of the rest. Like I said, way quicker now. Boop. Oh, I'm missing decimals. Bad fucking boy. Don't miss the decimals, you bad fucking boy. Alistar says I was literally about to go make up an acronym for ASMR, but then you made me go give you some actual facts instead. I appreciate it, thank you. I learned something. It's cool to learn things sometimes. Not all the time, but, you know, as a treat sometimes. I gotta talk lower. I gotta talk lower for ASMR. It's not... No, you wouldn't come to me for the whisper talking. That's not what you would come to me for. I need to, like, sound older. I need to like hit like a deep vocal fry, like I don't know. I don't know what my ASMR would be. Just deep voice ASMR, deep voice freelancer coding. Fucking, I said coding again. I'm stealing the valor again. YouTube.com square brackets ASMR deep. No, what would it be? Setting up my BMod JSON config. Square brackets deep voice. Your boyfriend is setting up very particular configs for a new modern plugin for his new mod passion project that he's always working on for a very old game, and he keeps messing up the syntax and sometimes getting like slightly peeved about it. Square brackets, low voice. Your boyfriend likes Freelancer, hates commas, that's right. That one's done. It took as long as the other ones because I did a bit in the middle, my bad. Run it, see if it worked. Yeah, it's not crashing, good. And we're gonna see where JSON wants this to go in the alphabet. Sounds so stupid, why do I say it like that? Oh, I wonder what the alphabet is. I say it like it's gonna be a surprise. Like, I wonder what the alphabet is. Oh, I wonder what order the machine will decide that the alphabet is today. I mean, you could figure that out, Beagle, if you cared. You could think about that Rhino comes after Lifter. You could probably figure out where it's going to end up. it's probably going to come out... Oh, surprise! It comes after Minor, too! Whoa! Beagle learns the alphabet. Here we go. Alistar says, stop trying to modify your speaking voice. You're fucking up the ASMR. It's like the comment on my YouTube. It's like literally someone's post verbatim. Stop trying to sound sexier. You're actually fucking it up. No, it's kind of a bit. I actually just talk like this sometimes. I don't know why. I think we're just lower energy now. I don't fully know why. This is how it is now. Rhino group 2. Okay. Position is fucking nothing up here. It's just 0. Oh, a little -0. That's a treat. Nah, let's not get dangerous. Rotation. Yeah, I could be a programming streamer for sure. You ever see that guy Thor from Pirate Software? I could be like the really shitty version of him. Like I'm trying to do the same stuff, but like I can't actually code, so it doesn't work. But like I still like ape his stream. I still like act the same, but just like nah. I just sit here in Notepad. I like look like I'm writing code, but the secret is my whole audience aren't programmers, so they think it's working, and I just like load a game. I load Crysis, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's looking good. Bill's looking good. That's my bit. None of my audience understands programming. I just pretend I'm like making Crysis. What is this one? This one is a light fighter. Just be in Notepad++ for like half an hour. Suddenly, like, punch a North Korean in the throat and activate super suit hardness mode. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. Yeah, I did that. That's all me there. And you can see how I've changed that there. You can see how the octaves on their voice slightly higher. Yeah, I did that, actually. That was my change. God, it is North Korea you fight in Crysis, isn't it? Or was I just like racist? Is it North Korea? Who do you fight in Crysis? Crysis. I spell it like Chris. I did Crysis in Google. Crysis enemy. No, just what? Crysis Korea. No, this is just showing me the Korean Crysis. No, oh, it's with a Y. My bad. Crysis with a Y. Yes, I see North Korea in the Crysis wiki, so I think I was correct. I was thinking of home front. No, I was correct. I was correct. It is... it is North Korea. Which is great, because if Crysis wasn't a game about fighting North Korean people, I was just like literally like just sounding out like a hate crime intrusive thought there. Oh yeah, just like punch a North Korean in the throat. Bro, you fight... you don't even fight them in Crysis. What are you talking about, Beagle? You like imagined that. That isn't a game. There's no game where you do that. You're just racist. No, I'm sorry. No, it happens in Crysis. No, Crytek made me do it. It's real. I swear. Beagle, what the fuck is wrong with you? The North Koreans would win. The North Koreans would beat my ass. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, they would beat my ass, for sure. We all know that. That's why you play the video game. Obviously. Not because I want to do that. Again, I've made it sound bad. Not because that's like a need of mine. Just, you know... I couldn't do it in real life. It's not that I would. It's just I couldn't. But then, if I had the Crysis suit, all bets are off. I mean, anyone. If anyone's got the Crysis suit, all bets are fucking off, aren't they? You know that drill tweet that's like... that drill tweet that's like just looking back at the audience, turning the big dial that says racism. Just replace racism with like, I don't know, like a big dial that says humor, like, and just turning the dial back and forth for looking at the audience for approval. Just replace that with like humor as just like what it's like to be me as a streamer. I'm just like kind of rambling unhinged because I'm only dedicating like half my brain to this, half the brain to what I'm writing. I'm just like looking at chat vaguely sometimes like, is this something? Is this a bit? Am I funny right now? I don't know, I can't tell. You just roll a die to figure out how you're going to respond to that? What? What do you mean? Did you hear something? That'd be so great if I did like... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... I'll go with joke option B. Yeah, okay. I'll go with a dick joke. 20.3, 319.86. Maybe actually this is really good training for something I've always wanted to do. Not punch people in the throat. But I keep saying I want to learn how to multitask better. I do keep saying that. because then I could do other things like hold conversations with my friends while doing shit like this. But you see, it doesn't work because that's the part I struggle with. I guess what I'm learning here is I can kind of do this kind of work, very basic data entry work, while talking. But I can't do it while listening. I think that's probably the difference, is when I'm having a voice conversation with people, I have to, like, think about them and what they said. So I guess what we're learning right now is I'm capable of, like, well, we'll see how many comments I missed, we'll see if I'm capable. But I think I'm capable of talking while I do things, but I'm not capable of listening while I do things. I think that's the difference. Did I get an error? I did it! Madman, you're back! Perfect timing! Been gone for a month on vacation. Anything with BMod? You took the best month off in relation to BMod because the version I said I was going to get out in like a few days, I didn't. And we added like 3 new features that are massive new features, I think. Have you even seen the Ludlau's new model and shit with all the guns on it? We have a ton of new stuff coming. We ended up spending like a month plus on just crazy amounts of bullshit. And I'm actually working right now on one of the 2 last tasks before we put it on the server. I'm just doing this, and then I have to make new ID cards, and we're done. I might even get it all done today if I like push a little bit longer and get it all certainly done pretty quick. This is meant to be an angler, yes. I was thinking about you, Meatball. I was thinking about all the PlaySters, all of you. I was thinking, I hope you guys come back and play this new version, because it's been a month off, so I know I was hoping nobody's like cooled off wanting to come back and play it again, because I haven't given you guys anything to do for a bit. But, yeah. Super cool shit. I'm really excited to get people's feedback on it. Really excited. That is that. There's a 3rd Rhino group. Let's add that. Yeah, right now I'm just filling in the configs for, like, basically a thing that, like, gives you little side quest, mini quest things to do. And it's kind of fucking awesome. I'm really excited for people to try it. This is going to be a VHF, and we get rid of the 3rd one again. And just do them positions. Man, I've been waiting for quests. Yeah, so don't let me lie to you. They're not full-on quests in the sense that they don't track anything you do, right? Well, I can think of ways to abstract that, actually. But basically, it just, like, spawns a thing out there, and you can go investigate it and interact with it. So, like, a quest would be a guy going, bring me 8 copper rocks. We don't have bring me 8 copper rocks. That's a different thing. We kind of have it, but not with this. But this is more like, okay, 8 copper rocks is spawned out there. Do with that information what you will, is what we're doing here. However, I can abstract that, because even though we don't have quest tracking in plugins, I could, for example, be like, hey, you need to go bounty hunt this person, they get spawned from this system, and then they have a specific bounty they drop that's, like, worth a lot of money. You know what I mean? So there's ways around it. I can be like, oh, you killed the special NPC, you get, like, 50,000 bucks. Bellwright, never heard of it, Pathfinder, what's it about? Sorry, not answering your question, I'm just interested. Roger that. Well, out farming Xenos, you can find cool stuff, maybe. Well, so yes, that's a different thing. That's a different thing, right? Actually, so it's closer to what you were thinking. That's a different thing where... Hang on a second, I gotta do a calculation. That's a different thing where we can also have this shit just randomly occur, yes. But what we're doing here is actually a thing that you do kind of like a quest in that you make it happen. So I'll show you if you hang out for like 10 or 20 minutes. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this. But I'll show you what it is. How the fuck have I done this? Oh, I did it wrong. Like, you access these terminals where you're like, okay, I'll use the Deep Space Engineering Geological Survey terminal, right? And then the DSC thing, you'll decide to do that, and it'll be like, okay, here's a thing. It'll spawn you a thing, like, here's a bunch of copper rocks to mine, here's salvage to salvage, here's an asteroid-based stash. Those are the 3 types I have right now. Do you go and do? And that's what we're configuring right now. I'm configuring these salvageable ship fields for you to basically get and go do things with. Relative position 35. Did I fuck that up, by the way? I think I fucked that up. No, that's correct. I did that right. I did this one wrong? Yeah, Bitch, I knew I fucked some shit up. Bitch, I knew I fucked some shit up around here. I'm like, hell yeah, I fucked some shit up. That is for Rhino Rex. That has to be a negative. I fucked that up. That has to be a negative number. That has to be minus 20.2. Yeah? Is that fucking right? Sparrow is a open world medieval game that sort of kind of works like a mashup between Skyrim and Bannerlord, my best guess. Is it multiplayer? Relative positions. I just fucked this up. Did I even do this one? Yeah, I think I did it. Hang on. Gotta redo something, sorry. Multiplayer crop? Cool. Maybe Jambo would like it. Bellwright. I'll try to remember that. I played Nightingale, but that wasn't very fun. That game could have been a lot better than it was. That game was very much one of those games that, like, sucks you in, being like, this game's gonna be so cool, but you kinda know at this point when a game is just, like, all talk. Meeple says, that's cool though, I can't stand trade runs and sitting around waiting for Xenos to spawn is fun, but having a quest to follow loosely make it better. Yeah, that's the idea, is I want to do full-on quests later that, like, actually track your progress, but it's a whole hard ordeal to get that working, technically, so it's later on at this point, if ever. Probably at some point we get it working, you know. But for right now, this is basically almost like that. It's just, it can't be like a chain of things, and it can't be like, oh, you know, you did the quest, you know, mission completion, great job. But it can be like, you get useful things for doing these. So they're like side quests. Point of interest is what we call them. But I'll show you how they work in just a sec. 319, 20.3. That should be right now. Rotation 3.2, 0.2, 85. Salvage JUHF. Okay, great. Back down to pair 3. After I was like, I fucked that up. Try and judge if this game is like Nightingale. Exactly, yes. Yes, is the game like Nightingale, or is it actually fun? Some people make games, and this is no offense to them, because it's very easy to do, but sometimes I think people make games and they forget to make it fun. That sounds really stupid, like, oh, just don't have bugs, dev. But I actually mean that in, like, a kind of wider sense of, like, you get so lost in what you think your game is and what you want to make it, and you kind of just, it's very easy to forget to, like, actually go, like, why are we doing this, actually? With, like, a small feature or an entire fucking game concept. It's very easy to just get lost in, like, we made it, and then you get to the point where the players get their hands on it, and the players are like, why? Why did you make this? And that's, you know, horrible, of course, to get to that point. 1.6.8, I'm gonna do this one again now to check. It's very, you know, you have to be able to not miss the forest for the trees, and it's a fucking not an easy skill, right? Like, that's not easy, that's not intuitive. It's intuitive to just get lost in something and just be like, cool, like, I've made the thing. I've made the game where you sell frogs, to different people who come in a very realistic setting, and it's like, why did you make that? And you have to go backtrack through, like, your mental state for the past 2 years you've been working on the frog selling game and be like, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool, and I never really questioned it beyond that impulse. I just worked on it for 2 years, you know? Nightingale feels like one of those games to me where, like, I'm sure it was earnest, but the resulting game just feels like a little waste of potential of, like, okay, like, this actually is not very fun. Pathfinder says, Total War Fair is at the same price right now and looking really tempting comparatively. Total War Fair? I can't play a Total War that isn't Total Warhammer at this point, unfortunately. Jeff says, I don't mind the simple little odd job missions as they exist in vanilla Freelancer. I massively prefer those over the wander around spawn area, and prayer RNG doesn't immediately fuck you and or keep you waiting around for an annoyingly long loop that BMod currently has for players. Yeah, well, hopefully this is going to help with that, Jeff. See, I didn't mind them either, Jeff. We didn't get rid of them because we don't like the concept of getting a mission. We got rid of them because they're a black box. It's really impossible for us to fuck with. That's the only reason. It's not that we didn't like them. I agree with you. Yeah, direction is good. The reason is because you can't really rebalance them. They are what they are, and you can't really change how they work. You can't set them to be the way you want. You can't really decide what shows up on them, with what, in what capacity, where and when and how. And so I just made the decision early on, let's just get rid of them, because it's not going to work. Like, we can't do this bespoke thing we're doing at BMod where everything's really hand-balanced and tuned to be this really fun experience with the jobs still in there, because we just can't change them. They're just like vanilla. We can't change them. So they were just a casualty. They weren't like a thing I wanted to get rid of, but they were a casualty of. We just couldn't really modify them. And that's unfortunate. And it does kind of leave us in this place where we have to, like, remake shit like this that kind of serves that purpose, you know? But I'm right there with you, Jeff. Like, yeah, of course, you know, like, being aimless without direction, typically not good game design, so I'm right there with you. And that's why I've always been, like, with BMod, like, yeah, we're not really there yet as, like, a super, like, thing you can play a lot, for sure, you know, we're still early in our development with a lot of this shit. But we're getting there. I mean, this trigger system is really one big step to give you a lot of purpose. And even when I release this, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, even when we release this update, it will only have a few things to do. Only, you know, the sky's the limit. We can add as much content to it as we want. And hopefully, after we get this next update out, I'll probably spend the next, you know, month just making different content for this system so that there's, like, tons of shit to do in Colorado of many different things. Trading, salvaging, bounty hunting, exploration, analyzing anomalies for a Jira corporation, and exploring weird kooky shit. Saving civilians from the Xenos pirates for the Navy, bombing Navy installations for the Xenos, ground attacking Xenos bases, fighting a Ludlow frigate, being a bomber, being everything, you know? All that shit. Yeah, you've got 9,000 hours in Total Warhammer. That's right, Madman Meatball. Yeah. Warhammer's so good. You know that, right, Meatball? One of my like friends here, one of our regular chatters and a moderator for my community, Weston Sammy. He's like the SFO guy. He's like one of the SFO guys. That is. He's not Venress, but he's one of the SFO guys. SFO, yes, yeah, SFO. Sammy, big contributor, big worker on the SFO project, which is really cool. Love him for it, yeah. Yeah, we love Sammy for that. Sorry, I got distracted. What was I doing? I want to get this done. Renorex, yep. Need to do the shits. 24.1. Salvage TV VHF. Okay, got stuck here for a bit. But we're getting our momentum back. With me talking about how I can do two things at once, and then immediately proving that I can't anymore. Because I had to listen to you guys instead of just talk. That was yeah. Well, you talk to Sammy, man, because he fucking loves Warhammer 2. He lives, breathes, eats Total War Warhammer. He loves it. He's all about it. He gets me into it. I think he's the reason I started playing Total Warhammer. Made me a big Karl Franz stan, basically. And now I have a role-playing game that I GM for my wife, where she's basically an AU of the old fantasy, old world of Total Warhammer, where she's like a Griffin Knight in the Empire, but it's called the Republic, and there's furries, shit like that. Because I'm a Warhammer lover now. Maybe Jeff, I don't know, but he was at the very least he was. Nemazol, yeah, that role-playing game is great. She's like trying to date Karl Franz, like my version of Karl Franz. It's great. To be fair, I gave my version of Karl Franz a really sexy picture, so it makes sense. He's also so impressive. Karl Franz, I'm a Karl Franz stan too, I get it. Like, he's such a cool guy. If you were, like, into the Empire, and you were, like, bowling around and you saw Karl Franz, you'd be like, holy shit, that's fucking Karl Franz. Oh my god. Hi, daddy. Salvageable Fighter X, hang on. Don't ask about the window tax, right? Yeah. If you're into the Empire, was my vague catch-all for that. Hang on, test if this worked. If you're not into the Empire, you might have a bone to pick with Karl Franz. But if you are into the Empire, you might have a bone to pick with Karl Franz. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Okay, that's working. Next is... BM Fighter Rex. We're getting there. Just speed it up on these ones, will we? Speed these ones up. Does F come before R in the alphabet? I think it might. I think it might even become before M and L. Just taking a guess, so I think we put it here. As is his birthright. It's actually really fun playing an alt universe, like... He's not alt universe Karl Franz. He's like, I start my characters from there and then they evolve into their own people over roleplay, of course. But he started from the basis of Karl Franz, and I love playing my version of Karl Franz in roleplay because you have to remember the part of where he's like a fucking pampered prince born on a silver spoon, fuckerer, complete manslut during his like earlier years as well before he becomes the emperor. And it's great. You get to like play all that part of him, like that kind of like royal fuckboy part of him as well. At least I did with mine. It's super fun. Very fun character to play, actually. Very enjoyable in, like, a social role-playing game. Fighter X. Doing Fighter X. Fighter Group 01. Never played Carl. Have finished as Balthazar and Margaret, but never Carl. I love that you call Gelt by his first name. That's actually great. I don't know why, I just love that. Balthazar. It's like, I guess it's because it's like you're friends of him. Yeah, my friend Balthazar. You know, Gelt. Yeah, that Balthazar. Yeah, we're friends. He gives me gold sometimes. But friendship, they say, is even more valuable than gold. Is that what he says? Or does he say the other way around? Does he say gold is more valuable? No, it's the diplomacy line. He's like, friendship is more valuable than gold. Or so they say. You nickname him Bolt? Well, I have a friend named Bolt. You fall in line with Elspeth? She seems really cool. She seems really good. I love gunnery, so I'd probably fall in love with her too if I played again. 10.8. Bolt Gelt. I have to imagine gold can't be all that valuable with Gelt around. That's the thing! The fucker is single-handedly, like, just making a crisis of inflation, right? Gelt, stop doing that! No! Twinkle, twinkle. Your favorite legendary lords? Well, you know mine's called Franz. Yeah, everybody sound off. What's your favorite Warhammer legendary lords? Okay, this one is 13.7. We were gonna do like a tournament, but then like Sammy forgot, which is funny. Usually Sammy's like, we should do a tournament, and I'm like, yes. And then like I forget to do it. It's actually funny because Sammy's the one I think who forgot this time that I agreed to him we were gonna do another multiplayer tournament for Warhammer. Because he just hasn't talked to me about it in ages. He went on like a trip with his friends. He got busy with other games. I think he's forgotten that we were going to do it. Or something. Having said that, it's me, so I'm probably double wrong. He's probably going to like message me and be like, no, Beagle, like you ghosted me on it or something. Real Stormcloak? I think that's the wrong game. Isn't that the Skyrim for the Nords guy? Oh, look at the double comma up here. What am I doing? Whew, that was when we were talking too much about fucking Carl Franz. That was the problem. CVHF. JUHF. That all looks right. Yep, next. Oh, check that it works, by the way. Yes. I think I saw a notification about it recently in Discord. Maybe I've just forgotten that it's like tomorrow. It's like fucking tomorrow, and I've like completely forgotten. I'm like, oh yeah, Sammy hasn't told me about that for a while, so I guess it's off. No, Beagle, it's like coming up right behind you. Look out. The Total War tournament is coming right now. Savage Lifter Group. Did I get the fighters right at least? I did, yes. You know, literally. No, actually, like, seriously, when is it? Fuck. Is it like next weekend? It can't be tomorrow because that's XCOM days. This weekend, I think. What the fuck? It can't be tomorrow. That can't be right because tomorrow are the XCOM days. There's no way I would have agreed to that. It's the same day as the base assault? You guys are fucking with me, right? Link me a Discord message. This ain't right. No, I can't because I had to pick between pissing off Sammy and just being a terrible person because you don't break your engagements with people. When you make a date, you stick to it. Like, I'm going to be at my wedding. You know, I've agreed to it. I'm going to be there. You know, it'd just be kind of rude to not show up. But then, on the other hand, if I play like 2 UFO missions tomorrow and then the base defense pops and I'm like, sorry guys, that's the one day of XCOM this weekend, people are going to skin me. I'm going to be strung up. Like, I can't do that. Why the fuck would I wouldn't? I would not have agreed to an XCOM day for a Total Warhammer tournament. There's no way I've agreed to this. I'm sure I haven't. Fighter pairs. I'm on Fighter Pair 2, right? Yeah. People are gonna fuck me up. I can't. I gotta keep the XCOM days coming. I missed too many, like, this month. I missed way too many XCOM days. What if the temple ship arrives on your wedding day? What, like in real life? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like it shows up, like, above the venue? I don't think I'm gonna be, like, streaming on that day no matter what. It's not gonna be like... Actually, I should check. On my wedding day, is that an XCOM day? You actually maybe raised a good point against all my laughing. No, we're smart. We said it on a day that wasn't a work day. It's an announcement. Small impromptu tournament, though, off stream. Okay, yeah. That's almost... Either... That might be sad. That might be just Sammy going like, I'm not even going to bother with him. This fucker. He's so unreliable, I'm not going to bother with him. I'll have to ask Sammy next time I see him. Next time I want to get him on the community Minecraft. I do really want to do... I've kind of talked Jam into it. We're going to do community Minecraft server. I'm going to go through... It's always a fucking huge pain in the arse to set up the Minecraft mod pack again every time we do this. But... It's always worth it. I love when we have a really good Minecraft mod pack. I think I'm going to finally do with the Minecraft mod pack this time what I've always wanted to do but never had the effort to push through with. I'm going to start a Git, and I'm going to do like a properly configured world where I've always wanted to get those mods that like let you configure how much ore spawns where and do like really interesting shit with the gameplay balance. Like rather than just being like, oh, you just like walk along and get diamonds, whatever, and like the Nether is there, and if you want to do the End Dragon, you go and get Nether shit. I want to like have it be instead like, no, like if you want diamonds, go to the Nether, like there it's like filled with like valuable stuff, but like it's really dangerous, you know, like stuff like that. I kind of want to do like a PvP thing too, like not actually like enforce PvP, but like we have like a safe zone in the middle that's like the walled city neutral zone, and then outside it's like fair game, like someone can come and crump you and take your diamonds and shit like that. Have like a safe zone where it's all PvE, and then like have a bit of like a kingdoms like medieval kind of PvP shit going on, you know, on the outside where you can form tribes and have politics and fight each other. A bit of Civilization Minecraft, that would be fun. I would like that. So from Sammy, says Philip, I've decided to say screw Beagle and see if you want to just do a small domination tournament on our own off stream. Is that actually what he wrote? Did he actually write screw Beagle? It kind of sounds like him. I can kind of hear that in his voice. Way to more painstaking configuration projects, please. Yeah, but you know, this one's got my wife involved, so I'm ready to jump into it. I always get inspired from Minecraft mod packs when I see, like, really cool Minecraft mods and I want to play it. Like, I seen the one that's got, like, all, like, the fucking huge draw distance range on Asian House Squad's YouTube channel last night. And I was like, damn, I want to play that kind of Minecraft. Because I've always wanted longer draw distances. And, like, the world generation that he was using looked so good. It looked so good. It was, like, those kind of, like, wide open, more realistic, like, flat plains and stuff that you never get in normal Minecraft. It's always so cluttered. I was like, damn, I gotta play that shit. And then, oh, that's a minus. And you like, I just see cool stuff like, oh, like, you know, you can get like the Valheim eating in Minecraft. I'm like, cool, that's cool as fuck. Like, then you have a reason to like, you know, be a baker and make actually good food rather than just like killing 60 pigs and making a full stack of pork chops. 69. You fucked up the joke. That's okay. I'm too busy writing. T-Butt Shark 1. So yeah, if anyone has like any really like banger suggestions for mods, you can always like post them to me in DM on Discord or something. We do want to actually like involve the community this time. The last couple times we've done a Minecraft server has just been just me and my wife private server. Probably this time we're gonna try and do a community server again like we used to do way back in the day. This one needs a third fighter. So we're gonna invite you guys all to join us. Be part of the community server initiative this time, which should be fun. We haven't done that for ages. I haven't done that for like 10 years. Maybe not quite that long, but quite a while. Origins mod hand down, one of my favorites. Origins mod, huh? What's it do? Tell me about it. I can't look it up right now. Tell me about it. What's good about it? Playing as a 1/2 tall inchling changes everything about the game itself. Oh, is it like D&D races kind of thing? Like you can be like different peoples? 1/2 block, kinda. 521, 43.9. I'm just gonna like fly at these things in the game and be like, seems right. 24.7. I actually must be getting towards the bottom. Here we go. That's a heavy fighter. Check that it worked. I am on a pretty good streak now. I haven't had any errors for a while. I fucked up like 2 or 3 times. I was like, fuck this missed comma shit. And now I just keep killing it. Pi comma. Yeah, coding kitchen. Config editing kitchen. JSON kitchen. Pay $5 to put a random comma somewhere in my file. And I'm not allowed to use JSON formatter to find it. Carlos says mostly just trade-offs. Like being a bird person who can fly but has hollow bones, etc. No, that sounds really cool. Origins. I'm going to put that on my notepad. I'm going to look that up later. Thank you, that's a good suggestion. Sounds kind of neat. Minecraft. Origins. Because I've always wanted more Terraria in Minecraft is the thing. I always want to like... It's not even all the mods that add content. I like them, I add them too. But what I've always wanted to do, but I've always been too lazy to do, or I just haven't found like the right mods that let you config the game, is rebalance it. I've always wanted to be like, Minecraft is cool, but like, can we make it more of a game? Like, there's like a bit more interaction to it rather than just being so sandbox. And I love how Terraria does that, right? Like, you have things to do in Terraria. You have goals you're always working towards to advance the world. But Minecraft is just like, you know, might go to the Nether, fuck around, you know. Like, unless you care about the Ender Dragon, but I don't fucking give a fuck about the Ender Dragon. Bewitchment is also one of my favorite progression platforms. What does that do? Bewitchment. You banged with the other recommendation by the sound of it, so I'll write it down too. Pay $10 to save and force push to GitHub. Oh my god. But yeah, so I just need to get like a lot of like, I need to find those mods that like, I call like these like beautiful golden mods where, what am I doing? Sorry, I need to pay attention for a second. Fuck, I think I fucked up. Fighter Group 1. Wait, did I fuck up? I was gonna say the golden mods that, like, they just, like, expose a bunch of shit so you can configure them as a user who can't program. I love that shit. Oh, no, I did this right. I did this right. That's the 2 fighter groups. Now I need a mule group. Mule. M. L. And it has to go down here. MI, so it goes under MI, goes under MU. I know where it goes. Like those mods for RimWorld, those are the greatest mods ever. Cherry Picker and stuff, that just like, you can, while playing RimWorld, edit anything, basically. Almost anything. Actually, maybe just like just about anything in the game. Like, definitions, stats, names, whatever the fuck, but all the preferred behaviors for everything. Like, equipment, pawns, like, game rules and shit. Those kinds of mods are just like the fucking the Rosetta Stone for me as someone who likes to make mod packs and make really curated, rebalanced experiences, but can't fucking make mods himself. Those are like God's gift to me. I see those mods, I'm like, thank you so much. Like, thank you so fucking much. I haven't found one. I've only found that for RimWorld, really, to that extent. RimWorld is amazing, where it has multiple of those mods. It's just like change any fucking thing you want without having to know like a line of code. Amazing, really amazing. I wish there was one of those for Minecraft, because that's what I want to do to Minecraft. I want to be able to go like, okay, like change fucking everything about where shit spawns, the balance of it, you know. But in the end with Minecraft, I typically, when I've tried to look at it, I have to go like, okay, I'm just gonna have to find like a collection, you know, like a like here's a mod that lets me tweak the ore rates, here's a mod that lets me tweak like I'm getting distracted, sorry. Here's a mod that lets me tweak, like, you know, the way monsters spawn. You just gotta, like, put a bunch of those together and hope they don't conflict. And hope they actually work. Okay, salvage meal group 1 is... I think these are the last 2, right? Actually, yeah, I do these, we're done! Holy shit! We're almost to testing. We fucking did it. Chat, we fucking did it. We had a good little chat while we did it too, I think. I think this was a good little chat together, don't you? I think we had fun. I'm going to say that for the both of us, chat. I think we had a good time. I think this was a great day. Cal says I have a... what do you have? What do you have, Gamalef? What do you have? What do you have? You know, like, Terraria... I was always thinking about Minecraft. I love Minecraft, but it just doesn't have all the shit Terraria has that makes it a fun game. Like Blood Moons. And you go find like a fucking Blood Moon mod for Minecraft, but it's always for like the wrong version, or it doesn't work right, or you can't configure it at all, so it's just like the modder's insane balance that they did for their mod pack that doesn't work for yours at all. And, you know, shit like that. Camilla says, 467 item mod pack for Minecraft. Last time I used it, it was for 1.19.2 in the Fabric mod in the API. We have way less mods than that, but we had still had a bunch, and I think we were also doing 1.19 on Forge. A lot of things to draw from. Yeah, I mean, if you don't go through the effort of making it for me if you haven't already, but if you have it in a list, just post me a list. If it's like just a, hey, here's a list, I would look at it for sure for inspiration. One of my favorite things to do is just like scroll, like, back before the website went weird, scroll like 9 Minecraft and stuff and just like look at like 200 pages of mods and be like, that's cool, add to my tabs, that's cool, add to my tabs, make like a shopping list, you know? But if you don't have that already, don't worry about it, because that'd be a lot of work. But you know what I mean? Like, if you already have it ready to go, send me your list, sounds cool. I would definitely read it. But definitely don't sit there going like, okay, I'm going to add 467 things to a Google Doc. Don't do that for me, that's fine. What is this? Relative pause, minus 280. Jeff says, I've taken such a liking to mods using Fabric over their Forge counterparts. Yeah, I don't know. I just know back in the day I used Forge because it had certain mods that I really wanted. It's like a PlayStation, Xbox exclusive things. That's the only reason I care about which one I use. It's always been the most annoying thing about Minecraft modding, honestly, is that the community like diverged like that, and you have to kind of like pick which Xbox exclusive or PlayStation exclusive you're gonna go. And it really sucks when you're like, oh, this mod's perfect, but this one is too, and they're on opposites. This one's Capulet, this one's Montague. It sucks. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. You know, unless I'm gonna mod it myself, it's not like I can go like, use this one. Like you don't have that right. You can't say that. Oh, this is 0, by the way. I fucked that up. Fucked that up. How many times have I fucked up and not caught it? Oh, probably never. Probably every time I made a mistake, I've caught it. I've probably made 0 mistakes that I will never notice, and it'll subtly annoy me without me realizing for the next 10 years of my life of playing this mod. No, I haven't made any mistakes. For sure, I caught every single one of them. I've kept making mistakes, but I've noticed every time. You know, skill issue, I just don't make mistakes in my configs. One more, right? One more meal group, and we're done. Actually, speaking of, load this, see if it at least is... Oh, I fucking made a mistake! I made a legit mistake there. Like, legit, like, it was about to break. I fucked something up. What was it? Actually can't see it. What do they do? Meal. It's like, it's always a comma, you know? It's always a fucking comma. Yeah! Fuck! I got cocky. I almost streaked through all of them without making another fucking missed comma. Fucked it up. Damn it, I fucked it up. I had it, man. I had that streak going. Yeah, it's working now. Damn it. I was hitting it so hard, man. I hadn't missed a comma in, like, 30 minutes. And I fucked it up. I got cocky. I got cocky. Okay, 7.1. Oh, the last one was minus 7.1. This one is plus 7.1. Weird coincidence. I don't think that was on purpose. That's a weird fucking coincidence. Minus 2.5. Minus 88.6. Exclamation mark, comma. Post this to scare a config editor. Done. Pi freighter, yep. And this should be an eagle. And it is minus 319.1. It is 114.9. What do the numbers mean, Nason? Nasus? Mason. Minus 95.5 hits FM. What if you go into the negative ranges when you're tuning to a radio station? Catch us on minus 95.95 hits FM. We play the most, like, negative, mental attitude, depressing shit. We play songs that exclusively say it's everyone's fault but ours. Okay, the rotation is done. I actually think I'm done. I think I can just test all this shit now. No way, I'm gonna put it into Solar. I mean, triggers.json. But that's loading, which means I should be able to now put it into triggers.json. I think I fucking did it. I think we're ready to test this shit. Just to make sure. So now we go into triggers. I think it's a wave so you can't do that. Damn. Oh well. Oh well. We're just gonna like put a bunch of debug strings in. We're gonna take them out afterwards just to make sure that each of them is firing. Okay, so now you just have to do this like what, 11 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? Well, actually, no, idiot, because they're copies of each other. So you oh shit. That's just, don't do it now. That's wasting your time. Hang on. Okay, do it once, and then we'll just copy them as we need them. That's what we're gonna do. So this one is event 3. Oh, well, this is, yeah. Hang on. So now we go back to here, and we get the lifter one. That's the next on my list. So we get lifter group 1. We copy the solar formation we made, and this is what we're doing with all of them. We post it in here. We go big salvage, lifter 01. And we go detected, large amount of ship salvage. Yeah, we can just call it large amount still, I guess. Lifter 1. Lightly stripped. Yeah, it's still lightly stripped. Minor 2. Do it again. This should be kind of quick. I'm just going to test them all. Lifter 2, lifter 2. I gotta take this out afterwards. What IDE is this? IDE? Does that mean the program I'm using? Notepad++. God, I hope that's what IDE means so I look cool in front of, like, technical question people. I Google IDE just to be sure. Yeah, integrated development environment. Yeah, we're just in Notepad++ right now. I Googled IDE and the result was a translation from Serbian. IDE in English says it's going.
Ide.
Ide. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, I'm just doing Notepad++ while I do configuration for my Freelancer mod. IDE, it's going. Next. That's correct, yeah, that's correct. Oh yeah, we're flying through this now. Now it is time for the Rhino Rex, I think. Salvage group 1. Big salvage, lifter 01. Okay, so now this is going down to medium salvage. It's kind of small, actually. I probably call this small salvage and call the fighters tiny salvage. I don't know. Medium salvage is a different thing, I think. We're gonna call this small salvage. Boop. So I actually need to fill out some medium salvages. I need to like you could kind of call it. I mean, the lifter is smaller than the miner. You could call the lifter medium salvage, I guess. I wouldn't though. It's still a lot. I think medium would be like. I guess the Rhino's medium. It's like pretty chunky. It's kind of like on the lower side of medium. We'll call it medium. Council says, I accidentally put the mod list in the shooter games channel on Discord so the sandbox, but it's there. Yeah. You can't like move it. I love the way you say that. Like you couldn't just delete the message and post it in the every channel. I was like, well, you know, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. That's where it is now. I love that. You know, it's there. It's there. I made every mistake. I love that. That's the way to live. It's the way to live, man. I'll never delete a mistake. That's fair, yeah. You're never going to be president. They're going to get your ass on your Twitter account, but there you go. Medium massive ship salvage, Rhino 1 events. We will get rid of this after. This is just for debugging. Moderate. I would say some amounts of valuable materials remain. Shikata that's right, Shikata that's right. It is what it is. It is what it is, maxing. Medium massive ship salvage, lightly stripped, some amounts of available materials remain. Oh, all these have spawn weight 100, whoopsie. It's fine, I'll make it work. I won't fix it. I too own every mistake. Is that which Rhino 2? Gotta make sure these are right, or I'll like fuck up my debug and I'll be like, oh, why isn't it spawning right? And I'll be like, no, I just did it wrong. Medium as a ship salvage, Rhino 2, lightly stripped, some valuable materials remain. I'll pretty this up later. I think it's enough for now. I think there's a Rhino 3, right? Let's just double check that there is actually a Rhino 3. Yeah, there's a Rhino Group 3. Then it goes to fighter groups, I believe. Yes. Okay. So, next. Light salvage. Rhino 3. Copy that over into triggers. There you go. Light amounts of ship salvage. Fighters 1. Oh, see, I fucked it up. I didn't change the number. Fighters 1. Small amounts of valuable materials remain. Perfect. Change this to Fighters 1. And then just add that. How many times, buddies? To... I had lifters already, right? Yeah. 1, 2 fighters. And then mule groups are 1, 2 mule groups. And then we should be done. Oh, we're like there. We're like right there. Didn't think I'd get this all done, actually. Fighters 2. And then just again, but for the mules. The mules should probably be in between, actually. Would you call them medium? They're still light salvage, I think. Mule Group 01. Mule 1. Light amounts of ship salvage. Light ships, small amounts of materials remain. Yup. Copy that again. I think I'm ready to test this shit. Let me just check that everything like loads and doesn't crash. Uh-oh! It fucking couldn't be parsed. What have I done wrong? I don't know, but I've potentially done it 11 times, so let's just quickly ask the formatter. Validate. Pass error on line 550. Oh, easy one. Comma at the end. That's an easy one. That was it. Terrific. I forgot to take the comma off because I was so excited to get that done. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go through them one by one and make sure they all work. If you'll sit here with me and do a little bit of flying now, that's what we'll do. We'll change the spawn weight of all of these down to 100, down to 1. And we'll just get the one we want to spawn every time. Well, most of the times. You're adding a lot of these now, so 100 isn't like a guarantee anymore. If you were like under 10, you'll get something else now. So we already did minor group 2, I believe. I didn't need to change that, that's fine. Okay. You know what I should actually do? I should do the opposite. Leave them all at 100 and get rid of them when I'm happy with the ones that I've done. So we'll do a test of each one of these. If you want to like, if you're like a BMod fan and you want to like explore these for yourself, you don't want like the illusion ripped away in front of your eyes of like mystery, don't watch me do all this because you'll see every configuration of salvage we currently have in. But I'm going to do more in the future. But otherwise, all aboard, we're going to test this shit. Because I've got to make sure these all work. Someone's going to make sure they all work. That person is me.